Katy Perry's 143 era seems to be facing challenges due to a combination of factors related to the lead single, which debuted on Billboard at 63. There's been an issue with the era's branding and a broader shift in pop's trends. Let's break down these issues with Katy Perry's new era and explore potential ways she can address these issues and retake her place as a main pop girly. If you love pop culture, you've come to the right place. The choice of Woman's World as the lead single could be problematic if it feels out of sync with current pop trends. While the song is cheesy and repetitive nature reminds fans of Katy Perry's past empowerment anthems, today's listeners often gravitate towards tracks that are a bit nuanced and fun, without heavy-handed messaging. Katy Perry will always be known for her hits like Firework and Roar, and that's great. But the challenge is finding a way to evolve and stay current while appealing to her fan base. And that's the challenge that Katy Perry has.
What is it that's so much fun about making pop music?
You mentioned that the songs are all happy and they're about feeling good and all that kind of stuff. You know, honestly, in my stage of my life right now, I want to feel that way.
Katy's decision to continue working with Dr. Luke, despite past legal controversies, might affect public perception. The association could remain controversial for some fans. Katy has worked with Dr. Luke since her debut album and has produced many of her biggest hits, like I Kissed a Girl in 2008. This was Katy Perry's breakthrough single and major hit that Dr. Luke co-wrote and produced. Then there was Hot and Cold of the same year, another hit from Katy's debut album, One of the Boys, co-written and produced by Dr. Luke. In 2010, he produced Teenage Dream, the title track from her second album. Then there was California Girls, huge summer anthem with Snoop Dogg, of course, co-written by Dr. Luke. Then there was TGIF, Last Friday Night. In 2011, another successful single from Teenage Dream, co-written by Dr. Luke. Then Part of Me from 2012. A powerful anthem that was part of the reissue of Teenage Dream, also written and produced by Dr. Luke. Then Roar in 2013, the lead single from Prism. And lastly, Dark Horse, 2013, a major hit from Prism that was co-written and produced by Dr. Luke. Their relationship is lengthy and complex. Is he problematic? Absolutely. But are people allowed to work with him? Well, yeah, I guess they are. And someone like Katy might want to go back to a collaborator like Dr. Luke. Even though he's surrounded by controversy, Katy Perry is a business, and she's trying to make money. She's trying to succeed and have high charts, have a selling tour. And for Katy Perry, working with Dr. Luke, in her mind, gives her the opportunity to succeed once again. The name 143 is intended to represent I love you in texting lingo, but it also signifies angel numbers for Katy. It represents her personal journey and an omen that she's doing the right thing. While this adds a personal touch, the concept might lack clarity and coherence in terms of an overall theme for the era. The symbolism could be stronger to engage fans and create a more memorable narrative for the album. Pop music often involves world building, creating tones and attitudes that fans find relatable, inspiring, or at least thought-provoking. With 143, it's still early in the album cycle, and the meaning behind the era seems a bit unclear. At this point, it feels like there is a mixture of confusion and excitement about what the 143 era is supposed to represent. Let's be honest. The cover is ugly. It's giving single art at its best, And as a listener, looking at the cover, I'm not really sure what it's supposed to represent. What am I supposed to feel or align myself with when I look at the 143 album cover? Katy Perry's new sound has faced criticism for not evolving from her earlier hits like One of the Boys and Teenage Dream. As a result, her music might feel a bit outdated compared to current pop trends, which could make it a bit challenging for her to connect with a younger audience. It's fine to embrace a campy vibe, but the question is, where is the evolution? Where is the progression? Take Lady Gaga, a contemporary of Katy's, for example. She's been great at surprising fans with each new project, from her hyper-pop sound of art pop to her most recent genre exploration of Big Ballader on Joanne and A Star Is Born. While Katy Perry's sensuality has definitely increased, it sometimes seems to clash with the tone of her music. Katy has always been confident and bold. Remember her cheeky debut with I Kissed a Girl, or the daring cover of Teenage Dream? She's naked laying in clouds and looks so hot and incredible. She's comfortable in her own skin and isn't afraid to push boundaries. The challenge now is finding a way to express her sensuality in 2024 that feels both authentic and cohesive with her music. And that is a real challenge. If Katy Perry can, she should think about releasing a new single that aligns with current pop trends and highlights her growth as an artist. The upcoming single, Lifetime, sounds promising, and her team is already pushing it to go viral. There's even a TikTok dance that I saw with Katy herself getting in on the action. It's crucial to make the most of the momentum, and it's really capitalizing on its potential. That's what Katy needs to do. She needs to find something that's working and double down on it. Do more of what your audience already likes. I could see Katy collaborating with a lot of people, but specifically trendy artists like Fred again could bring a fresh perspective to a Katy Perry single and just remix it. Partnering with artists that I think would be cool, like Doja Cat or Tate McRae, could also help Katy reach a broader, more diverse audience. Although Katy has already announced the features for this upcoming album. She's working with 21 Savage, Jid, and Doechii. And all those artists are great, and I do like a lot of them. But I wonder, how authentic are they to Katy's sound? Not very confident in those choices. They feel like choices that on paper make sense to listeners and to getting plays, to getting people to listen to the music. But if you're trying to appease your fandom, the Katy Cats, I'm not sure if we want to listen to a 21 Savage remix or if we want to listen to a Doechii feature. I'm not sure. And that doesn't discredit these artists because I think they're great. But do they align and do they work with the Katy Perry brand? I'm not sure. As a high school teacher, I see firsthand how trends in pop culture often drive what feels new and exciting to younger audiences. By aligning with artists who are currently popular, Katy can tap into the aspirational and evolving nature of pop music, keeping her sound and image relevant and engaging. To really make 143 stand out, Katy needs to focus on defining what the album means to her, from the cover to the title, and weaving that message into her promotional efforts. Creating an engaging album trailer could explain the significance of 143 and could add depth and connection to her fans. Another idea that could be cute and fun would be to surprise fans with an early listen of the album, but they have to live in a unit that's 143. So from a house in an apartment, the unit has to include 143 in its numbers. That could be something cute that I think could go viral and could really help push the album. While some might think that big promotions require a hefty budget, it's often more about creativity and persistence. Having fun with these ideas and going the extra mile could really build excitement around the album and make it a standout moment in Katy's career. Katy's net worth is $350 million. If she needs to dig into her pocket to execute an idea, she has the ability to make that happen. Money and resources are not an issue that Katy Perry has. Katy could benefit from ramping up her advertising and media appearances, collaborating with popular internet shows like Hot Ones with Sean Evans or Chicken Shop with Amelia. It could be so fun and a memorable way to connect with fans. Just imagine Katy sharing laughs and eating a chicken wing while tearing up, or just goofing around on a Chicken Shop episode. These are things that I think can work and fans want to watch. She could also try podcast interviews, which are another great opportunity. Shows like Call Her Daddy could boost her visibility and reach a whole new audience. I'm surprised that Katy hasn't been a guest judge on RuPaul, since so much of her audience intersects with RuPaul's fans. I would love to see Katy as a guest judge on Drag Race. I think she'd be so good, and if they did 1,000 Nights of Katy Perry and had so many of her memorable looks on the runway, that would be good. Now, creative promotions could also make a big splash. For instance, maybe a national cookie release with Crumble, coinciding with her album launch, that could generate buzz and give fans something exciting to look forward to. Maybe a sugar cookie with like purple and blue swirls and sprinkles. I would buy that, and I think that could really reinvigorate her fandom and push it to casual listeners who maybe don't realize Katy Perry's dropping a new album, but they love to buy cookies, and they'll most likely buy a really pretty cookie. Participating in major music festivals could be a game changer for Katy. Imagine her taking the stage at Coachella, Lollapalooza, or Bonnaroo. Those events are perfect for reaching new audiences and reconnecting with fans. It's a chance for both dedicated followers and casual listeners to experience her latest work and see how she's evolved as an artist. Additionally, an upgraded venue experience in popular cities like Los Angeles and New York, combined with strategic opening acts for those cities like Chappell Rowan, who's a megastar right now, but at the beginning of her career. And maybe it could be in both interests of Chappell and Katy to do a show together. It could signify a boost in the tour and create buzz around the performance. This approach could make her shows a must-see event and help reinvigorate interest in her music. While Katy may not be able to replicate her success of her past albums with multiple number ones, she can still create music that resonates with listeners by addressing current trends and evolving her sound. By making strategic changes and embracing new opportunities, Katy can elevate her career and continue to connect with her audience. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe, give it a big thumbs up, and thank you so much for watching my video. Bye!